I have a great Jordan story. I worked with a director named Michael Apted, who was a really great filmmaker. He was doing a film in Chicago, and I was in the scene. It's called Blink, and it was with Madeline Stowe. And there's a scene where it's at the old Chicago Stadium, and the scene is basically a blind woman and her best friend. Her best friend is describing to the blind woman how great Michael Jordan is as a player during the game. I'm underneath the basket, and I've got a huge camera with me, not the normal camera. Yeah. And as they're warming up, Jordan comes over to me and he goes, "So what's the deal?" And I go, "You're in a movie. We're making a movie." And he goes, "Oh, am I getting paid?" And I go, yeah. Do you know how much? I said, "I heard 30 grand. And he goes, "Oh, what do they want me to do?" And I said, "Dunk," because basically they just really wanted a couple dunks. Yeah. So he said, right before the game started, he walked over to me and he said, "Just stay on the rim for the first 3 shots." And he just came down. Yes. I'm not kidding. That whole game, underneath the basket, he would shout to me what he was going to do. And Alonzo Mourning, started talking trash to him, which was not, the trash was hilarious. It was the old Charlotte Hornets. So it was, Larry Johnson and his grandmama days and all, so you can imagine the banter and all that stuff. And, but Mourning really started talking trash to him. So he was inbounding the ball under the basket, and he turned to me, and he's on camera. He turned to me and he goes, "I'm going to throw the ball into Pippen." And he's screaming it so that Mourning hears it. And Pippen's going to throw it back to me, and I'm going to dunk on that, motherfucker. Excuse me. Right. And sure enough, that was the play, and that's the shot in the movie.
Michael Jordan, look at his tongue out over Alonzo Mourning. Yes! And after he comes down, he says, "Yee!"